Luego. Alright guys, so we just got out of church today. Really fire message. The message was basically on discernment, and the pastor was basically preaching out of Matthew 7, specifically the latter half of Matthew 7. Definitely encourage you guys to go read it. Anyways, now we're getting ready to go over to Isai's family's house. His parents Eliezer and Belky are cooking chorizo, and we're gonna have a little time of fellowship. Lego. So we just finished up at Isai's family's house. Had really good fellowship, really good food, by the way. It's just a really good time to sit and just fellowship and chat, and yeah, just spend some time building upon relationship. Ben's obviously known their family for a really long time. He always talks about them, so just really cool to get to see them again and get to know them a little better, and them get to know me a little better, be able to encourage and strengthen each other in our walk with Christ.
We did talk about Mario, didn't we?
No, we didn't. So yeah, yesterday we met this guy named Mario Velasquez. Basically, we were driving back up the mountain, and we saw this guy who's pushing a moped with 3 little kids, helping him push this moped. And of course, Ben's always giving people rides up and down the mountain, because otherwise they have to walk or wait several hours on a bus that who may or may not come, who knows when. So yeah, that's just one of the ways that, Ben's able to be the hands and feet, and just simple way that he can serve the local community. So yeah, we met this guy Mario, and we asked if we could help him with his moped. He just starts speaking in English. I get out of the truck, and he's like, "Hi, how are you? How are you doing?" And I was like, "You speak English?" He's like, "Yeah, I lived in the States. I lived in New Orleans for like 20 years. Spoke perfect English," which I guess, yeah, if you lived in the States for 20 years, probably do have really good English. He said he was originally from Guatemala and then moved to the U.S. Then him and his wife and their kids, they came to Honduras, and he was basically sharing with us that once he got to Honduras, his wife ended up leaving him and just left him with the kids. And so he's basically just on the mountain having to take care of these kids all by himself. We just felt led that we want to be able to bless him. So we're headed to Price Mart right now to pick up some groceries. Gonna get some like rice and beans and maybe some other things, just to be able to show him some kindness. We ended up getting to pray over him. He was asking if we were missionaries and stuff like that.
And I could tell, just as we were talking about today with discernment, discern the situation, and you say, "Oh yeah, I'm a missionary here." The truth is, missionary or not, that's not my title. My title is a follower of Jesus, and I'm a Christian.
Yeah.
So
basically all a missionary is anyways is a Christian living in another country. Yep. I mean, it's no different than someone living in the States.
So I said, "No, we're just Christians," because I sensed the situation. I felt like there may have been some hurt from missionaries in the past, so I decided that yeah, I just wanted to, I was still honest with him, told him I'm a Christian, and then we just wanted to pray. So, God laid it on our hearts, like Zach said, and so we're just going to get some goodies for him and bring it up to him. We'll let you guys know how it goes.
Got done hanging out with Mario, was able to give him the food. His kids gave us these flowers. Just really cool divine appointment.
He was really appreciative of the food.
We just got to have a lot of good conversation with him, and so
we hear a lot about his life. Mario's been through a lot, but the coolest part of the entire thing was that Mario recognized that God is who has continually brought him through it and provided for him and his family. So it was really cool to hear that he just has his confidence in the Lord. We're excited to continue the relationship with him.
But like Ben said, how he recognizes that God is faithful, that God is always providing, even whenever he has to face hardships, the Lord has always been by his side. Basically sums it all up is that, he said, what else can I say other than thank you, God? How many times have we seen that in our own lives, or, just moments where the Lord has come through and you're left in awe of this God who truly does care about us. And yeah, all you can say is thank you, because none of us deserve it, but yet he still cares about us.
It was from the Lord that, one, that we were coming up the mountain right at the right time yesterday to tow it, and then two, that the idea that God gave us to bring him some food, I felt like that really was from him, and just let us grow our relationship even just in today. So it's pretty awesome. Just always thankful. God always shows us and confirms for Brittany and I and for Zach, like you came here for a purpose, and like I'm using you, and I'm continuing to show you that that's why I have you here, to love on the people of Honduras, to feed the hungry, and to share my love with them.
We just checked the garden, checked the chicken coop, and this is our harvest today. We've got 7 eggs, and then I don't know if you can see in there, but I've got a pocket full of
cherry tomatoes.
Just picked straight out of the garden.
Nothing better.
Right in the front yard. I've never seen tomatoes like this. The next day we had to go to Saguatapeque to have Ben's truck looked at because the framing of the bed was still giving us some problems. So we had to spend the day there, and we decided to meet up with one of Ben's friends, Joey, who also does some gardening and has a really cool aquaponics setup. So he showed us his property and his garden, and it was just another good opportunity to fellowship and build upon relationships.